on the journey of sort of finding who you are, I sort of broken it up into these three parts that I realized that I sort of went through. Part one was just sort of being a listener, sort of listening to people and sort of taking other people's worldviews in and seeing others' sort of opinions. And you sort of got to listen and show empathy, see where other people are coming from and their point of view and their perspective. Then part two is now that you're sort of listening to people, you continue to listen to people, but now you're starting to build your own worldview, start to build your own perspective, have your own thoughts on things. And you're sort of working on that and you're sort of keeping it to yourself because it's not ready enough for you to sort of show to the world. Because if you start sharing it to the world and you don't have conviction around what you're saying, it's going to get crushed. People are going to say, what the f***? And your ego is going to get hurt. And then now the version of you got built has crushed. So that's phase two. And phase three is transitioning from that listening phase to start sharing your worldview, sharing your perspective, bringing people into your world, letting people experience what you experience on a day-to-day basis. And that's sort of what I was like, oh, wow, like this is sort of the next stage. Because all I've been doing is listening to other people, hearing people's perspectives, and like in my mind, like their life is pretty boring, but I haven't had that confidence in myself to sort of just bring them into my world and just do the shit I want to do. And then I started slowly doing that more and more, and I'm able to like, one, do things that I enjoy, and two, have them enjoy the things that I enjoy. But I've had to build up a level of conviction and confidence around that to sort of share it. And sort of this version is going to be more blunt, more me, more like I'm no longer silently listening and hearing other people's boring sort of conversations about their lives. I'm like, that's boring. This is what we should talk about. Now, obviously that sounds really egotistical, and I'm still going to be the kind sort of person that I am and then want to hear and be interested in other people. But once it gets freaking boring, I'm going to say, yo, like, what's your thoughts on this and that? And sort of swerve the conversation and let's do this and that.